Has anybody got a match? Thanks. Now I can light an old gold and listen to Frank Sinatra.
Night and day, you are the one. Only you, 'neath the moon or under the sun.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Old Gold Cigarettes, the treasure of them all, presents Songs by Sinatra.
He sounds so happy after he lights that old gold. Okay, Marvin Miller, you'll find a built-in ashtray in the arm of your chair, and if I can find the right key, I'll unlock the opening tune. Mr. Stordahl, one fat downbeat for one thin crooner, if you please. I'm gonna love that gal like she's never been loved before. I'm gonna show that gal she's the baby that I adore. When she's in my arms again, our dreams will all come true. Then the years between might never have been. We'll start our lives anew. I'm gonna kiss that gal like she's never been kissed before. And though I miss that gal, she's the baby I'm waiting for. We'll never part again, she'll hold my heart again forever and evermore. I'm gonna love that gal like she's never been loved before. That was Frank Sinatra, a member of the DINAH SHORE fan club. And speaking of the Tennessee thrush, the Nashville nightingale, well...
Oh, well, don't mind me. Go right ahead. Just ramble on about that DINAH SHORE. Love that topic.
DINAH SHORE herself, the frozen food kid, looking as cool and as tasty as her product.
Oh, Franks, thanks for the plug.
It's a pleasure, Dinah.
I only wish I could reciprocate.
Well, there's no ordinance against it. Go right ahead.
Oh, but I honestly can't, Frank. You see, I don't smoke. But if I did...
That's the girl. Say it.
If I did smoke, I swear I'd use nothing but...
Yeah?
A gold cigarette holder.
What kind of gold, sister?
Old gold, naturally.
This is a grand girl. But, Dinah, you all, how's about mixing us up a big, tall, musical mint julep?
Gee, Frank, if I thought you wanted me to sing, I'd be the happiest girl in the world.
Don't say things like that. George will mop up the floor with you. Worse yet, George will mop up the floor with me. Stordahl, you handle this case, will you?
Did I mistake this for a real romance? I wish I knew, but only you can answer. If you don't care, why let me hope and pray. So don't lead me on. If I'm a fool, just say so. Should I keep dreaming on, or just forget you? What should I do? above me. Should I keep dreaming on or just forget you? What shall I do? I wish I
Dinah, that was out of this world.
Well, that's a slight exaggeration, Franklin. But bird's eye quick frozen peas are out of this world.
Well, granted, but this is hardly the place to...
Oh, and you're just a dear sweet boy to give up your old gold time to let me talk about my sponsor's quick frozen spinach.
Spinach, yes.
And his quick frozen fruits come to you as fresh as though you'd picked them.
This is going to make me a big man with the old gold people, kid.
Bird's eye peas are yummy.
This is getting annoying.
And their spinach is good for your tummy.
I'm not merely annoyed. I repeat, I'm irritated.
Oh, why be irritated? Light an old gold.
You can say that again.
Why be irritated? Light an old gold.
Absolutely.
Yes, friends, light an old gold for comfort, for pleasure, for blessed relaxation. Because, and every cigarette smoker knows this, you get no comfort, no pleasure if your cigarette is hot, harsh, dry. And so, to help prevent cigarette dryness, old golds are specially conditioned with a moisture-protecting agent we call apple honey. Apple honey is made from the mellow juice of fresh apples. And, please listen carefully, it helps prevent cigarette dryness. Now, apple honey alone in old golds would help give you a smoke of unusual mildness and smoothness. But there's more to the story. For in addition, a touch of rare imported Latakia tobacco is added to Old Gold's unique blend of choice tobaccos. Latakia for added aroma, extra flavor, delicious bouquet. Yes, apple honey for extra protection against cigarette dryness, plus Latakia for extra flavor. That's Old Gold. Try a pack soon.
When they begin, the Beguine, it brings back the sound of music so tender. It brings back a night of tropical splendor. It brings back a memory evergreen. I'm with you once more under the stars, and down by the shore an orchestra's playing. Even the palms seem to be swaying when they begin the Beguine. To live it again is past all endeavor, except when the tune clutches my heart, and there we are, swearing to love forever, and promising never, never to part. What moments divine, what rapture serene, till clouds came along to disperse the joys we have tasted. And now when I hear people curse the chance that was wasted, I know but too well what they mean. So don't let them begin the Beguine. Let the love that was once a fire remain an ember. Let it sleep like the dead desire I only remember when they begin the Beguine. Oh yes, let them begin the Beguine. Make them play till the stars that were there before turn above you till you whisper to me once more, darling, I love you. And we suddenly know what heaven we're in when they begin the Beguine. When they begin the Beguine.
Gee, what a Christmas present that would make for Bing Crosby.
Dinah! You know what that boy does with my records. But Dinah, my girl, tell me, is it about time for another ditty by courtesy of Mother Shore's melodious offspring?
Oh, well, you forget, Franklin, I'm sort of a guest here, sort of. And I'd sort of like to hear from the Pied Pipers, sort of.
Your slightest wish sends us into a frenzy of activity.
Well, this is so seldom.
The Pied Pipers you shall hear. But, Dinah, we have a little custom in connection with the Pipers, the musical roll call. And will you, as our honored guest, do the honors?
Well, let's see me here now. The Pied Pipers from left to right ought to read as follows. Clark Yoakum,
Here!
Hal Hopper, Chuck Lowry, June Hutton.
Everybody's here from Clark to June.
Light and old gold folks will knock you a tune.
That's on.
So in love, I'm so in love. A part of my heart said no, no, no. The other part said let's go. And was I afraid? But I obeyed. The part of my heart that said let's go. I couldn't say no, no, no. Just 1 week ago I made my mind up that I'd never fall again, and then I wind up so in love, baby, so in love. The part of my heart that said no, no is suddenly all aglow, 'cause the one I'm so in love with loves me so. Please believe me, I'm so in love, telling ya, so in love.
A part of my heart said no, no, no.
The other part said let's go. Hey, was I afraid?
But I obeyed.
Obeyed the part of my heart that said let's go. Couldn't say no, no, no. 1 week ago I made my mind up that I'd never fall again. Look out!
Well, what happened, Sam?
Baby, I'm gone, so in love, so in love. The part of my heart that said no, no, is suddenly all aglow. 'Cause the one that I'm in love with, the one that I turtle dove with, he loves me so.
Pipers, like little Lord Fauntleroy's Sunday suit, that was mighty neat. Friends, every so often, but not often enough, a new song comes along with a heart as big as a Florida grapefruit. You know the kind I mean, a song that turns the old Adam's apple into a lump in your throat. Well, sir, a hunk of sheet music like this has just hit the stands, and here it is called Homesick. The thrill of grammar school romances. I miss the junior prom and graduation dances. The gossip in assembly hall. I'm homesick, that's all. I miss the gang that hangs around at Miller's, devouring chocolate sodas with those whipped cream fillers. The girl I promised I would call. I'm homesick, that's all. I miss the midnight services on Christmas Eve and the joy when Christmas morning came. I miss the scramble for the wishbone every Sunday and the big Thanksgiving football game. I miss the times I had to set the table. I miss the rolls my mother made when she was able. The fragrant bonfires in the fall. I'm homesick, that's all. I miss the times I had to set the table. I miss the rolls my mother made when she was able. The fragrant bonfires in the fall. I'm homesick, that's all.
Frank, that's a real American tune. And having done a little research today, I'd like to surprise everybody with a few facts about one of our very first American tunes.
Yankee Doodle, huh, Marvin?
All right, as long as you're way ahead of me, when did Yankee Doodle first come out?
Well, Marv, the first known appearance of Yankee Doodle in print was in 1782, which furnishes you with a lovely opportunity to say that 22 years before that, in 1760, the Lorillard business was founded.
Oh, may I say it?
Not just yet, old man. 7 years before that, in 1775, when Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown, an American band played Yankee Doodle. Now, Marvin.
And 15 years before that, in 1760, the Lorillard business was founded.
And that was the year that Axel Stordahl wrote special lyrics for the tune of Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle came to town, the day was bright and sunny. He bought a pack of cigarettes, the kind with apple honey.
Not historically correct, perhaps, but historically it's a fact. When you light an old gold, you enjoy the savory, smooth, smoking goodness which results from nearly 2 centuries of tobacco experience.
200 years. Gee, that's a lot of years, Marvin.
You can say that again.
200 years. Gee, that's a lot of years, Marvin.
But for the most eloquent proof of all, light an old gold.
Ah, yes. For Old Gold is a blend of many choice tobaccos, enriched with rare imported Latakia tobacco for delightful extra flavor.
Mr. Sinatra, you make my work so pleasant, so easy.
Not me, Marvin. Old Golds. They're so easy to talk about, because they're so nice and easy to smoke.
We won't be back till it's over there.
On VJ Day, a big troop transport was en route from Europe to Japan.
Thousands of men were on board. Men who'd fought one war and now were heading for another.
There was plenty of scuttlebutt aboard ship on account of the false surrender reports. So when the big news finally did break that the Japs were kaput, washed up, ready to sign, the reaction was, so what? We're still headed for Japan, ain't we?
But then the ship's loudspeakers clicked on, and out boomed a voice.
Now hear this. Now hear this. Watch the shadows on the main deck as the ship slowly turns. to New York.
Huh? Not long afterward, the transport snuggled up to Manhattan. There's sunshine on the torch in the hand of Our Lady in the harbor. And Johnny Doughboy looks up at her, sort of smiles inside, and says,
When I look at you, I get that old feeling.
It seems to take longer to get off that tub than it took to cross the Atlantic. Papers, reports, 6 copies of this, 6 copies of that, delays, orders, more papers. In fact, when Johnny finally hits the gangplank, it's sundown and he's humming, Red tape in the sunset. Well, you get the idea.
Naturally, being in a military mood, he picks 8 volunteers and starts out on a night patrol of Manhattan's night spots. Joint after joint he covers, and always the same question.
Where do we go from here, boys? Where do we go from here?
It all depends on what you want, champagne or Jersey beer.
And he says, please, fellas, please. I'm a quiet, homey sort of character. And besides, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We've the whole night through.
And furthermore, says Johnny, I'd be very grateful if you boys would...
Show me the way to go home. I'm corked, and I'd like to hit the hay. So the next thing Johnny knows, he's down in the Bowery at Hank's Hula Heaven, hearing the Hawaiian classics sung by Zeke and his Zevin Zombies. After that, Johnny goes straight home to his hotel. That is, by way of a little musical foxhole specializing in that 18-carat A number 1 New Orleans Dixieland jazz with tailgate, trombone, and Dixie Diva.
How come you do me like you do? How come you do me like you do?
A few days later, after the Battle of Manhattan, Johnny Doughboy's sporting a brand new gray suit with a lapel full of gold button and a pocket full of discharged dough. And he's on the train heading home.
Hour after hour, with his nose pressed against the glass, America rolls by the window. Honey-red cows and white horses, plowed fields, black as velvet.
Autumn is in the elm trees, gold and scarlet, white clouds above and a blue sky in between. On the map it says that this is...
I away, where's the ball?
Iowa is wonderful because it's like Nebraska. And Nebraska is wonderful because it's like Wyoming, which is wonderful because it's a lot like...
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
But Johnny Doughboy is coming home to Arizona, to Prescott, Arizona, a little mountain town about as big as a 3-cent stamp on this big package we call America.
One of those little Arizona towns where the stars at night seem closer than the ceiling of a 6-bit hotel.
We've called it Prescott, Arizona, but it's Detroit and Chicago, too, and Hartford and Spokane, and western Missouri and Blue Earth, Minnesota, and a farmhouse alongside a dirt road in Georgia. All these little places all over America where millions of Johnny Doughboys are coming back and saying, oh, you know, honey, this ain't bad, this being home.
You know what? It's kind of swell having you back, too.
Say, how about those stars? Look up there. Old Jupiter's really got 'em hanging on the line tonight.
Remember what you used to say about the stars?
Nope, don't remember. But you know, tonight you can reach out and pick 'em just like daisies.
That's what you used to say. Darling, do the daisies look any different to you? I mean, after 3 years?
Different?
Mm-hmm.
You know something? The stars do look a little different tonight, honey.
How?
Well, they look a little brighter. The night is young, and you're so beautiful. Here among the shadows, beautiful lady, open your heart.
The scene is sad, the breezes sing of it. Can't you get into the swing of it? Tell me, when do we start?
When the lady is kissable and the evening is cool, any dream is permissible in the heart of a fool.
The moon is high, the night is glamorous, and if I seem over amorous, tell me, what can I do?
The night is young, and I'm in love with you. Gal, how you do sing it.
Thank you, Franklin.
Put your dreams away for another day, and I will take their place in your heart. Well, neighbors, our microphones, this network, and your radios are permanent equipment, but these 30 minutes with you are expendable, and they're expended. So, Dinah Shore,
Yes, Franklin?
I bow and scrape before the Tennessee thrush and say, half hour with you slipped by too soon. So sorry, please.
But, Frankie, you'll see me over on my show soon, won't you?
So happy, please.
Well, then, hasta la vista and stuff like that there.
Thank you, Dinah Shore, the Pied Pipers, and the mighty Stordahl, and all you listeners from Puget Sound to Key West, and from Baja, California to Upper Maine. Remember the Maine, folks, and remember next Wednesday. Good night, hey.
Next Wednesday and every Wednesday is the night for Songs by Sinatra, presented by Old Gold, whose choice tobaccos are specially conditioned to help guard against cigarette dryness and to give you more smoking pleasure. But say, don't let little annoyances get you down. Why be irritated? Light an Old Gold. The Frank Sinatra Show is written by Glenn Wheaton and produced and directed for Old Gold by Man Holliner. This is Marvin Miller speaking. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.